Okay, Aquarius, the overall energy of your reading is the Two of Pentacles. Got a little bit of confusion going on here. A little bit of back and forth, up and down, rocky waters, ships bobbing along. These pentacles, it's like you're up about a situation, you'd be up and happy, and then you're down. And you're up, and then you're down. And so this is the overall energy. So let's find out what's going on with you. You're all over the place here. You're just kind of unsettled. Up here in your highest energy is the Knight of Swords. You're ready to rush forward. You're ready to cut out this energy. These are the two main cards in your reading right here. So you about had it with this feeling of all these ups and downs and all arounds and this confusion. So you're ready to cut that energy out. You have the sword of truth and clarity held high and rushing forward. This up and down, okay, and cutting out this energy of being confused, like, high on life one day and then just down in the dumps the next day. Right above that Two of Pentacles, here we go with that Seven of Swords. There's some kind of deceitful, maybe like dishonest, lying, stealing, cheating, some type of energy here. It could even be jealousy that is deceitful. And it is attached to both these cards. So you want to cut out this energy here. And this is the energy that is making you feel this way. All the ups and downs. You need to get balanced badly. And you're aware of that, and you are going to be doing that. Up here on your highest energy line is the Eight of Pentacles. Well, I think what you're going to do is just, kind of like bury your head in your work. You're going to focus on yourself, your own security, your own stability. It's either to get past this deceitful energy. Might be your way of cutting out this energy, or this is just what you're going to decide to do is focus on you, not depend on anybody else for your security and stability, and start building your own pentacles. And that's what pentacles are all about: security, stability, groundedness. You're way off. You're not grounded. So you're going to focus on that. You're going to cut out this Seven of Swords, deceitful energy that is someplace around you. I have the Page of Wands under the Knight of Swords. This is how you're going to do it. This is how you're going to cut out that energy. Something is brewing and boiling up from your feet, and it's going to come out your mouth. And it has to do with your new beginning, your fresh start, because you're holding on to this wand of new beginnings and fresh starts. So whatever this is kind of like, okay, I've got to say something. I cannot hold it back anymore because I need to make a change in my life. And I think this is how you're going to eliminate this deceitful energy. Get it out of your life, change it, or get rid of it. This Page of Wands is right next to the Two of Pentacles. So you're speaking out about this confusion it causes you, how it affects you. Now, on the other side of the Two of Pentacles is a Judgment card, and this is under the Eight of Pentacles. This is all a spiritual lesson for you. This is something you had to go through, that you had to learn. It isn't usually any fun. I've seen a lot worse happening with the overall energy being confusion about security and stability, just really being thrown off balance. But it feels to me like this spiritual lesson has to do with taking control of your own life and finding your own balance within your life, and not depending on anybody else to do this for you, or be dependent on anybody else for the balance in your own life. It's all about taking control of yourself here. So this Judgment card, this is a lesson. You will be learning it, or you are right in the middle of it, on what you need to do for you. So once you do that, you'll be able to get balanced. That's really important. So you need to take care of this deceitful energy. And it's not like you're not aware of it. You are aware of it. Under the Page of Wands is the Four of Cups. This is looking at this offer. Could be an apology. It could be this deceitful energy that you speak out about, because it's right below that Page of Wands. I think that you're saying that you're no longer going to be able to accept this energy in your life anymore. So don't offer it to me. Don't bring it around me. You don't need that. So this is you refusing that cup. So it could be somebody close to you that is being deceitful. And it's really throwing you off balance. You're blocking this cup. You're blocking this offer. You're blocking this energy from coming in. Part of this energy could be what other people have to say, because you've also blocked, it's either your own thoughts about this, like thinking it'll just go away on its own, so to speak, or you could be blocking other people's opinions about this situation and not wanting to deal with it. It's right under the Two of Pentacles. But you are dealing with it. We have the Page of Wands here. I think this is all about blocking that energy from coming back into your life. You're going to keep it at bay. And it might have to do with rumors. It might have to do with what other people are saying or doing around you. You totally don't want to be a part of it anymore. It's right next, this Seven of Wands, under the Judgment card, is the High Priestess. Very spiritual. This is the card in the tarot deck for intuition and knowing. So what this tells me, and being under the Judgment card, is trust your intuition. Whatever yourself is telling you, listen and go with it. Trust yourself. Pull back that pomegranate curtain. Take a look at what you already know. What's going on. You already know how to handle this. You already know, what you need to do, and do it, and just trust yourself. That's part of your spiritual lesson. Aquarius. Up here on your highest energy line is the Queen of Wands. So the Queen of Wands, holding that staff of fresh starts, new beginnings. The Page of Wands, holding the staff of fresh starts, new beginnings. You may have fire in your chart, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, or Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius might be around this reading someplace. But this is about wanting to have a fresh start and new beginning. You're a very passionate person. This is male or female energy. You might have a love of gardens and animals or pets. It looks like this is probably your rising sign, maybe a moon sign, but it's right next to the Chariot. So this is moving forward. So you are going to take that fresh start and new beginning. And it's all going to start with this Page of Wands, keeping this other energy away. You're done with it. You learn that this isn't good for you, being off balanced, and focusing on yourself and your own new beginning. Okay, with that wand. So you're moving forward. This is the card for Cancer. Cancer might be strong in your chart, might be strong in somebody else's chart around this reading. But this is moving forward, leaving this deceitful energy behind, getting balanced. And not without the Four of Swords, because this is spending time alone. This is how you're coming to get your answers. Your intuition is when you lay quietly or you sit quietly and you're meditating and you're thinking and you're going really deep inside, reaching out to the universe about what to do in this situation. All this truth and all this clarity comes to you. Because, see, the Seven of Swords is taking all the swords of truth and clarity. That's what keeps you so confused. Well, you find them. You figure it out. So, all this truth and clarity comes to you in quiet times, And this is helping you to move forward. Fresh start, new beginning, focusing on you and your own security. Then under the Queen of Wands, I have the Six of Cups. This is a card of a soulmate. I think there might be someone coming in here. This is not the deceitful energy. They might be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, or have one of those signs in their chart. Could have Cancer. But the thing is, you might have known them since childhood. That's what this card can signify. But someone is coming in and they're a soulmate. It's like you learn your spiritual lesson. You focus on yourself. You get rid of this deceitful energy. And then this sweet soulmate comes in. See, they're offering a cup with a flower in it. You have a connection. When you look in their eyes, you're going to know they're a soulmate because you've known them in other lifetimes. There's going to be a connection there. There is a connection there. I'm just trying to figure out if you already know them. You might. I don't know if this is someone new or just by releasing this other energy just allows them to come forward. But see, they're not just coming forward with a cup with a flower in it. They're coming forward with the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, so here you are working on yourself, focusing on yourself, building your own pentacles, finding your own balance in your life, your own security and stability. Well, you may work with this person. You may know this person from work. Either way, they have a huge pentacle in their pocket. They're not just going to come forward and say, hey, I got this huge pentacle and we're going to get married. They might say, we're going to get married someday, okay? I want to marry you someday. If you've ever heard that from somebody, they are a soulmate, but they do carry this pentacle, and they will be willing to offer that. It all comes with moving forward here in your life. And then, right next to this Ace of Pentacles and under reaching out to the universe, getting all your truth and your clarity so that you can move forward from this energy that's holding you back and making you feel combobulated, just very confused all over the place. Next to this Ace of Pentacles and under that Four of Swords is the Moon. This is the card for Pisces. Pisces might be in your chart. Pisces might be in someone else's chart around this reading. This is the Moon, and this is about things being exposed, things coming to light, night turning to day. So it's like a realization. It's like, I feel like this person is somewhere around you, and maybe at work, but there's someplace around you, and by removing this deceitful energy, it allows them to come forward, and it might end up as kind of a surprise to you. I also think it's part of this Four of Swords in realization, in things coming to light by all this meditating and, really going deep inside yourself and figuring this whole situation out and how to move forward. And it is all about the Pentacles. And I think you're realizing you have your own security and stability. There's a lot going on in this section of the reading. Under the Six of Cups is this Eight of Swords. So, I think this is why they haven't come forward yet. This person who's in the Six of Cups, this soulmate, is because they have felt bound or trapped in their thoughts about doing so. This is a card of illusion because the feet are not bound, the mouth is not bound. You can ask for help, walk out of this situation. But all this truth and clarity is right behind them. It's right under that soulmate card. I feel like they're able to break free from this feeling of being tied, like they can't really approach you because of what's going on over here until you take care of it. And then they're able to come forward. This Eight of Swords is right next to the Emperor. This, and it's under the Ace of Pentacles. Wow. I wonder if it's a manager, a boss. This is someone of authority. okay? They like to be a leader. They kind of a cut and dry personality. You know, they see things kind of black and white. It's really hard to change their mind. They're very well liked and respected. They're very secure and stable, right under that Ace of Pentacles. I think these three, they are your soulmate. They're the ones that didn't feel like they could approach you because of whatever this energy is over here, this deceitful energy, which might even be at your workplace. And then they come forward, and it's under the moon card, like night turning to day, things coming to light, things being exposed. And right next to the Emperor is the Ace of Swords. They come forward with their truth. They come forward with a little, like, this love offer. It could look like something very small at first, but they're finally breaking free from all those swords. They finally break free from this energy, and they come forward with something of value. And when I say of value, I mean something like, you know what, you deserve much more than that. It's some sort of truth or clarity that comes out of their mouth towards you. And it's really a little gesture. And they really are a soulmate. And I think this could end up moving even further forward. So, what I see here for you, Aquarius, is that you are going to take care of this deceitful energy. You're going to speak up for yourself. You're going to focus on yourself. You're learning the spiritual lesson that you are in charge of your own life and how it looks and how it feels. You're going to follow your intuition. Let yourself guide yourself through this. You're going to have your own fresh start. You're going to move forward after all this meditating. And there's a soulmate out here. And this soulmate is going to be part of your security and stability eventually. But right now, you're creating your own. It's going to come as a surprise when somebody here speaks up about having interest in you. Okay? They're going to show interest. And that's going to be the truth and the clarity of it all. Wow. Aquarius, this is your reading. There's changes going on, and you're responsible here for making those changes happen. And that is part of your spiritual lesson, and that is just going to, like, open the door for something more to come in.